I survived 100 days inside a maximum security prison in Minecraft. After being found guilty of a crime I didn't commit, I got locked up inside Minecraft's most notorious prison, Alcatraz. While I was there, I had 3 main objectives. Number 1, make contact with an inmate called Sharky. He can help me while I'm inside. 2, find a way to get to the prison blueprints from inside the warden's office. 3, make a plan and break myself out of prison. Will I be the first person ever to break out of Alcatraz and not get caught? Or will I spend the rest of my life inside these walls? Stay tuned to find out what happens next. This is it, day 1 of my prison journey. I'll take you to the very first day, the courthouse. I sat there with my attorney and awaited my verdict.
The jury has come to a verdict. They find the defendant, Little Kelly, guilty of all charges, including bank robbery and fleeing the scene. I sentence her to life in prison, effective immediately.
I got my sentence, life in prison, and the worst part, I didn't even do anything. I'm innocent. I was escorted from the courthouse to a nearby police van. Then I was brought into prison. I had to go through booking where they took all of my things and gave me my new prison clothes. Lucky I look good in orange. Then I had to get my awful mugshot taken like all the criminals do. This is so scary. Look, it's right beside the warden's office. Better keep note of that just in case. The guards then brought me to a holding area until they could find me a cell in the morning. I guess I better make myself comfortable here. Not like I'm going anywhere anytime soon. On day 2, I woke up with a guard in my face. I guess they found me a cell. I walked through the prison in front of all of the inmates. There's so many of them, it's so scary. I noticed there wasn't that many guards around either. Eventually, we made it to the cells. Here it is, my room for the rest of my life. I can't believe it. I was right beside the pool tables, but I guess I won't be getting any peace and quiet while I'm here. It's so far away from any guard posts. I could find myself in some trouble unless I make some new friends down here. But for now, bedtime, to try and get some rest. I woke up in the middle of the night to an inmate shouting. This place is wild. On day 3, I wake up to the morning alarm system. Only like 80 to 90 more years of that. Great. Breakfast time, but I wasn't sure where to go. I followed the hallways until I eventually found the cafeteria. Yikes, there's so many inmates here at once. I joined the queue and waited. Eventually, it was my turn. For breakfast, I had the choice of vegetable soup, fish soup, or cactus soup. I stuck with the veg. Then I needed to choose where to sit. If I picked the wrong place, I could be in trouble. I sat down at the end of a table away from everybody. Best to keep my distance for now. After breakfast, I walked back towards my room. I walked past the infirmary. Hopefully, I never need to visit that place. When I got back to my room, I felt off, like someone had just been there. I looked around and everything seemed to be in place. I checked my locker and there was a note. It read, I know you're innocent and I can help prove it. Meet me in the gym the day after tomorrow, 1 p.m. Don't be late. Oh my gosh, this could be my way out of here. Or it could be a trap. I spent the next 2 days in my cell or around it to see if anyone wanted to come in and take back the note they left me, but nothing. So on day 6, I headed to meet this mystery person as instructed, 1 p.m. in the gym. I walked towards the door with a serious pain in my tummy. I was freaking out. I went and there was only a guard. What is this? I walked over to him and I couldn't believe what happened next. He told me he had a friend on the outside that could ID the real person who robbed that bank and that could clear my name. All I needed to do was find an inmate called Bruce and take his little red book from him. As I left in shock, I can't believe what happened, but I know what I have to do. I need to find this Bruce convict and get that red book. I spent the next 3 days socializing with the other inmates and getting to know them and asking about this Bruce guy. Turns out he's one of the scariest guys in here. Yikes. Eventually, I managed to find his cell on the 3rd floor. The 3rd floor is known for having the scariest inmates in the prison. I snuck in and had a look around. Nothing, but I did find a gold coin from the vending machines. I know it's not right to steal, but I thought it might come in handy in the future, so I took it. Well, that was a failed attempt, so I decided to head back to my room and call it a night. As I got back, I noticed someone standing outside. I asked him what he wanted, and it turned out it was Bruce, and he was annoyed that I've been asking around about him. He told me to stay away if I knew what was good for me. That was a close call, but as he walked away, I noticed the red book in his hand. I needed it. I had no choice. I needed to do something to get that book. I ran up behind him and hit him. What was I thinking? I ran for my life, but he chased me. Ah! Eventually, I managed to get away and I hid in the library room. That was a close one. I went back to my cell and locked myself in for the night. On the morning of day 11, I knew I was in big trouble. I was sneaking around everywhere I went so Bruce couldn't find me. I had to find an inmate named Sharky. My lawyer told me he's the guy on the inside that can get me whatever I need, and right now, I need protection. After searching everywhere, I finally found Sharky inside the prison's commissary store. Of course, he runs it. I told him who I was and what I needed, but he said he only does business for coins. 1 gold coin and we can talk. Yikes, I left that coin back in my cell. I ran straight back to it and thankfully it was still there. As I left my cell, I saw Bruce. He was coming to finish me off. I ran for my life back to inmate Sharky and I threw the coin at him. Protection! I need protection! He agreed. He told me to meet him after his shift was done tomorrow night in the cafeteria. Until then, I had to hang around the guards pod. Bruce couldn't do anything to me there. That's exactly what I did for the rest of the day. Guess Bruce isn't that tough after all. Day 12, dinner time. Time to go and meet Sharky. On my way there, the guard that asked me to go get the book off Bruce stopped me. He was annoyed at how long I was taking. If I want to clear my name, I need to hurry up. I finally made it to Sharky. We sat and talked for what felt like hours and I told him everything. He said he can help me starting by getting the red book from Bruce. Sharky told me that the guards are not to be trusted and to watch my back at all times. I got back to my cell with a cookie Sharky gave to me, starting to feel a little bit safer already. Over the next 2 days, I kept a low profile. I went to the gym and worked out. I ate my meals. I even signed up for a computer course. Anything to keep me off Bruce's radar. I was just about to play some pool with the guys when Sharky came over. We walked around the corner and Sharky gave me this. The red book. He did it! I thanked him and I ran to the guard. I finally found him inside the cafeteria. I gave him the book and asked him what it was for. Then he just laughed at me. He told me it was Bruce's diary and he wanted to read it with the other guards. I did all of that for nothing. No one can clear my name. I'm stuck. In here. Forever. I was so angry. Angry enough to hit him. I hit a guard. Needless to say, it did not end well for me. Ouch. Day 16, I woke up in the prison hospital. I guess the guard won that one. That's where I spent the next few days recovering. I had some bruises and a few cuts, but I'll survive. On my final night, Sharky came in to see me. Looks like Bruce and that guard are working together and I'm in big trouble. Sharky handed me a note to read. That guard and Bruce are working together to take you out. You need to break out of here, and I'm coming with you. Today is the day we start our plan to break out. I sat with Sharky at breakfast and he told me about the prison. He told me how each cell has a hollow hallway behind it, where plumbers can walk through to fix pipes, and it brings you straight to the roof. My first task was to get myself into work duty so I can get some tools we were going to need. I went straight to the guard's outpost and put in my request to join the workforce. Later that day, when I was in my cell, a guard came in and gave me a work notice. Work permit granted. I did it. I'm in. And I start in the morning. Time to get some rest. The next 2 days were grueling. We had to move this entire load over to a new building on the other side of the prison. But it was worth it. The whole reason I'm doing this was for these bad boys. I managed to sneak one into my prison uniform when the guards weren't watching. I was on my way back inside when a guard stopped me. Oh no, this is it. He knows I have the pickaxe. Just before I got to him, Sharky came out and distracted the guard. Now's my chance. I ran inside and went straight to my cell and hid the axe. Step 1 of my breakout plan is complete. Day 23 and things are getting real. Sharky came to my cell to keep watch while I began the tunneling. First step, dig through my cell wall and to see what's on the other side. I dug and then I was through. I gave Sharky the block so he could fill in the hole I just dug. Then I made my way through the hallway. It literally connected to every cell in my block. This is crazy. I made my way up and over into the next block and I saw a ladder. This must bring me to the roof. Oh my gosh. I climbed to the top and I could see inside the prison. I could see the guards on patrol and even the inmates in their cells. I went to check out the roof and I noticed these. Keycard readers! No! Our plan was over before it even started. I made my way back to my cell, feeling like all hope was lost. I told Sharky what I saw. He wasn't happy, but he still had hope. He left my cell shortly after. Man, I really hope I can trust this guy. The next few days, I felt like I was on consistent replay. Breakfast time, working in the yard, lunch, more work, then bedtime. I have no idea how I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I woke up on day 28 with a new look on things. Just because I was stuck in here didn't mean I had to be so sad about it. I took a walk around the prison and noticed these big security doors with some guards around. I wonder what's behind there. As I walked away, I noticed someone was following me. I tried to give her the slip, but she was just getting closer and closer. I turned the corner, and when she walked past, I confronted her. Hey you! Why are you following me? What do you want?
Oh, hey, sugar. It's okay. I just wanted to see if I could join your master plan to break out.
What? How do you know that? I'm so confused. Who are you?
I'm Harley Quinn, baby. I know everything. Look, I want in. And if you say no, I'll tell the guards about your little vacation plans.
Keep your voice down, okay? Look, I have no idea what you're talking about, okay? Sorry.
I can get you the key card you need to get onto the roof. All I ask is that you promise to bring me with you.
You can? How? You know what? I don't even care at this point. Bring me the key card and you have yourself a deal. After we finished talking, I went straight back to my cell. How did she know? Was Sharky talking to other inmates about this? Day 29 and 30 were tense. Everywhere I went, I saw Bruce. He was following me. Did he know about the plan too? I was in the middle of work duty on day 30 when Sharky came out to talk. He knows about Harley Quinn. She got to him too. We can't trust her, but we also have no other options. She told him to watch out for her signal tomorrow night. What does that even mean? Sharky left and I contemplated just making a run for it right now. Right into the river. Maybe I could make it. I decided against it. I waited around all day with Sharky, wondering what sign Harley Quinn was going to give us, but nothing. I was alone in my cell that night just before they locked the door at night when a huge bang came from the other side of the prison. A few guards ran past my cell to figure out what was going on. Then Harley Quinn came out of nowhere and pushed me into my cell. She demanded I break through the wall right now or she was going to kill me. I can't leave without Sharky, but she was giving me no choice. I broke through the wall. We made our way down the hallway and up the ladder, but we didn't go all the way up. She made me follow her another way. Before I knew it, we were in some kind of electricity room inside the prison. That's when Harley Quinn put down a block of TNT. Oh no! No! Stop, Harley Quinn! What are you doing? I can't just leave Sharky behind.
Who said anything about leaving? I just wanted to say hello to my pudding.
You're what? Look, just give me the key card I need before you go blowing the roof up.
Oh, I don't have it, but I do know where it is.
What? This was part of your deal, Harley Quinn. Where is it?
The only key card with access to the entire prison is in the warden's bedroom inside the prison. Now, you might want to step back.
Then she did it. She lit the TNT and boom! She jumped down into the hole. Oh my gosh, is that the Joker? What is this place?
We've been breached. Lock this prison down.
Oh no, did you hear that? I needed to get back to my cell before the guards realize I'm not there. I ran as fast as I could. I got back to my cell and rebuilt the wall. Just in time too. There are guards checking the cells now. Wow, that was a close call. I need to talk to Sharky. We need a new plan. The next 18 days we spent in total lockdown. We were not allowed to leave our room at all. The guards brought us our food and the only bit of daylight I could see was through the window in front of my cell. Finally, we were allowed outside our cells again after Harley Quinn tried blowing the place up. First task, find Sharky and tell him what happened. I found him in the library and I told him everything and he agreed we needed to get to the warden's bedroom. I jumped onto the computer to see if I could download the blueprints of this prison online, but obviously I couldn't. Then Sharky remembered the warden bragging about holding the only copy of the original blueprints in his office. We went back to my cell and came up with a plan. Day 52 and I was on work duty, but today was no ordinary day. Today, I had to fake an injury so I could spend the night in the prison hospital. I went to the edge and then I jumped. Ouch. The guard got me to the hospital and I got patched, but they needed me to stay in overnight. Jackpot! Later that night, everyone was gone and the prison was locked down. Now's my chance. I snuck out of the infirmary and found Sharky's cell. I opened his door and we started our mission to get to the warden's office. Great thing about night watch guards, they're really laid back and they leave the main doors open. They don't think anyone is crazy enough to break out of this place. We make our way to the warden's office and we let ourselves in. Wait, is that Bruce's diary? Wow, I'm taking it. Maybe we could make a truce. Anyway, we kept looking and eventually I found it. The prison blueprints. Wait, somebody's coming. Let's get out of here and back to our cells. The next 3 days, myself and Sharky studied the blueprints every chance we got. It looks like the warden's office is right on the other side of the prison where you get your photo taken on arrival. We watched the guards over the next few days to see when we could find any info about the warden's day off. And on night 57, that's exactly what we got. We overheard these guards talking about the warden going home tomorrow night. That's it. Tomorrow we break into the warden's bedroom and get that key card. Here we go. It's nightfall and the place is locking down for the night. I broke through the wall and made my way to Sharky's cell. I broke him out and we kept going with our mission. We got to the picture room for intake. We double-checked the blueprints, then started building up. We dug through and we ended up in the kitchen. Oh no, we got it wrong. Wait, a guard! We panicked and hid. It looks like he isn't coming in here. Phew. Wait, there are doors in that hallway? Oh, great. Sharky was reading the blueprints upside down. This kitchen is on the other side and those doors brings us to the warden's bedroom. We had to be ninjas and timed this perfectly. We waited for the guard to walk back down the hallway and then we made our move. Boom! We did it! Haha! Ninjas, I tell ya. We took a look around and after searching everywhere, I found it. The warden's key card. Now all we had to do was sneak past the guard, rebuild everything we broke, and make it back to our cells before they do the nighttime count. Easy. I got woken up by a new alarm, one I've never heard before. A random inmate came into my room and gave me a note. Looks like it's from Sharky. The guards are looking for something. They're turning cells upside down trying to find it. You and I know what it is. Hide it and quickly. Oh no, the key card. I dug a little hole in the wall and threw it in. Then a guard came rushing in. He broke my room apart looking for it, but he found nothing. Then he noticed the wall, or at least I think he did. Oh no, if he touches it, it will fall through. Thankfully, he didn't and he left. I put my room back together and waited out the storm. Sharky and I kept out of trouble over the next 5 days. We have what we needed to get out now. We just need to make sure it's the right time. I swear those guards were onto us. On night 65, I went and found Bruce. I gave him back his diary and told him one of the guards made me do it and I was sorry. He accepted my apology and thanked me for getting it back to him.
If you need anything, you just let me know.
Looks like I have a new friend. Day 66 and it's time. Tonight, we're breaking out of here. We needed to get a few supplies before we left so we could survive on the outside. Sharky distracted the doctor while I got supplies in case we got hurt and needed medicine. I kept this guard busy while Sharky took some food from the commissary so we could eat. And finally, we took these workout mats so we could have something comfortable to sleep in. I put them in a little chest behind my cell walls and we're ready to go. It's go time. I broke through the wall and made my way to Sharky's cell. Once he was out, we headed for the roof. Let's hope this works. Boom! It did! The key card got us through. We spotted a guard's watchtower, so we went the other way. We got to the edge of the roof, and that's when it hit us. It was way too high up to make our way down without getting hurt or caught. What are we gonna do? This will never work. I was back in my jail cell after our failed escape attempt last night. I was so bummed out over the next few days. I guess I was just gonna have to sit with these other lifers until I get old and die. All hope was lost. On night 70, just as I was going to bed, Sharky came into my room with a book in his hand. How to make a hand glider. Wait, that's a great idea. All we need is some supplies to make them and then our jump down will be easy. The man is a genius. We spent the next 9 days getting the supplies we needed to build the gliders. We needed some wood from the trees outside. We needed some cloth from other inmates' bed sheets. Sorry guys. And we used the extra wood from the bed frames to finish off our build. On day 80, we were ready. Time to get some rest for our big breakout tomorrow night. Okay, I know I said it before, but this time it really is D-Day. I broke through my cell wall, got Sharky, got to the roof, and got to the edge. Man, I hope these things work. Okay, Sharky, on 3. 1, 2, 3, jump! Wow, they worked! They really worked! We flew over what looked like to be a dockyard. Oh no, wait! Guards are all over the place! We took a hard left and it looked like Sharky's glider was falling apart! Oh no! We hit the ground outside this abandoned building on the prison grounds. Sharky is hurt bad. Oh man. No turning back now. The alarm has been raised and they know we broke out. We need to find somewhere hidden and secure to hide out. All the doors of this building were locked, so we tried the back. Boom! A hole in the wall. Look at this place. No one has been here in years. Perfect. We found a little corner and hid for the night. The following few days after our escape, the prison was on full lockdown. Guards in every tower and all inmates locked up in their cells. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, we'd run out of food and supplies. Sharky's leg was better, but we were both starving, so I ventured outside our little secure base. I checked out this little house beside our building. It looks empty. I went inside and found some keys and a fishing rod. Boom! I can fish for food. And that's exactly what I did. I even managed to catch some. We ate like kings that night, but we knew we had to do something to get off this island and escape. The following day, day 91, I decided to go out and have a look around again. That's when I found it. A boat! OMG! That's what the keys must be for. I jumped straight in and tried to start it, but nothing. There was no fuel. I ran back to the house and looked for some, but no joy. Wait, the dock we flew over from jumped down. They'll have fuel there for sure. Later that night, I went for it. I found these gates on the back of the docks. I broke them and jumped down. Oh snap, the guards are still all over this place. They must still be looking for us. I had to sneak like a ninja again through the docks. I avoided guard after guard, but believe me, some were closer than others. Yikes! Eventually, I made it down to the front of the dock and I saw these big crates. Just as I went to look, a guard spotted me and he took a shot at me. What the? I panicked. I saw another boat and I just jumped in. Please start. It did. I knew it was now or never. I rushed around to Sharky at our little dock. Quick! We need to get out of here. The guard spotted me. We jumped into the new boat and sped away. We did it! Or at least I thought we did. A huge tropical storm rolled in and caught us out at sea. On top of that, we ran out of fuel after our great escape, so now we're just drifting. Oh man, I think we're doomed. I woke up on day 100 to a loud bang noise. We hit land! Oh my gosh! Look at this place, it's paradise. We need to find food and make shelter. I hope Sharky knows how to do that. But hey, we did it. We escaped Minecraft prison. Now all we need to do is survive this tropical island. How hard could that be?